John 41.
It's a color of the how wash me, wash I wash me, because dash the apostles and elders of greatness to us. Shalom to all the brothers and I went by preaching the truth in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. You know, the Jimmy's Jamaica camp, you know, particularly the Portland branch, GMS. You know, right now we're coming down to the wire, man. You know, a lot of things happening now. A lot of people getting, you know, frustrated. You know, all the things that basically happening right now. You know, people basically losing it already. You know, I was seeing a video this morning. The female basically said she can't deal with all of the things that will happen all at once, man, because a whole heap of things that take place right now. You know what I mean? You hardly can keep track of those things. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you see, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when it come down to the prophecies, them, man, you know, that's what it come down to. You know what I mean? And in the scripture tell you that, look, man, men ought to go feel them. You know, looking after the things that will come up on the earth. You know what I mean? And that's what basically going on now. You have people seeing the truth about the sticky Vicky. You know, you have certain states basically passing laws to make it illegal. Like I think in Miami. Florida.
Yeah.
You know, they want to make it illegal. You know, saying it's a weapon. Them say it's a what? It's a biological weapon. You know, and many other things going on, man. A lot of people basically seeing what the WEF is saying that they want to do, and people are basically in fear of what these men are planning to do. As the female complain about the possibility of a blackout. Yeah.
And the other night, a virgin used to work from work.
Sorry.
Because for years in here we have to talk about the whole digital thing and the whole to them thing that come. Basically send me a video one night with the people scan them, man.
God.
And I pay for things.
God.
And I must say the reason why I'm saying this, I must say a long time I hear you talk them things.
God.
And I see that come in place right now.
God.
So.
Yeah, the part where basically I render a lot of people hopeless, man, is when it comes down to the food, because it becomes more and more, you know what I mean? That look, man, things going on with the food, man. You see them buying melon at Walmart. I said this. Walmart. Buy melons, no seed, and the melon giving you appearance like it's some form of meat. You know what I mean? It's not sweet or anything like that. So these men basically modifying the food. You know what I mean? Doing all type of things. When they read the ingredients on some of these foods, you know, poisons, man. You know, a lot of people seeing these poisons, you know what I mean, and they not have the option, you know, when it come on to food, man, because the food they think is the seeds that they think that is natural, these men control a monopoly on seeds and all, and they're all genetically modified, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you come on to when you eat, you're already in a trap. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you don't live certain places, you can go and get some spring water. You don't even know, you know, what's going on with the water that you're buying, man. And secondly, you get in water in plastic bottles, man. You know what I mean? BPA, bisphenol A in the bottle of water, man. You know what I mean? And some of them water in them bottles for how long, you know, all that plastic leak out in it. You know?
And the heat at the time now.
Yeah.
The heat at the time now, I make all whatever chemical in it.
Yeah.
Come out in the water, man.
Yeah, so you say food alone, you know, a lot of people scared because, you know, food is affecting them. I think I was hearing about I think a 14-year-old that died from cancer since week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Babies coming down with cancer, man. You know, because the snacks them you normally give your kids, you know, them packed with all type of poison, man. Destroying your cells, man. And that's showing you, you know, that is the Lord showing you that the devil is in control, man. And who is that devil? You know, the so-called white man, predominantly the elite. They are the ones that basically poison you, man.
I get a percent.
Yeah, why not?
This is Jeremiah 9, verse 20. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth.
Right.
And teach your daughters wailing, and every one of her neighbor lamentation.
Right. So I was watching the video this morning, you know what I mean, and when you read the comment board, there's thousands of female men commenting that them have the same sentiment, man. Like, you know, all the things them are overwhelming, man. You know, and you can get the sense of hopelessness, you know, based off of the things them what them learn. You know what I mean? So when you say woman start pick up on what go on, you must know, because them are the most distracted out of all. You know? So when you see them thing out, you know that we are at one place now where, you know, it's not like a normal time, man. Because basically themselves ever since 2020, things is not the same. You know, it would appear like things back to, but it is not, man. Because based off of the things that them learn coming after the event, they realize that, you know, there's no real hope, you know, in what these men plan to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's scripture say, yo, look, man, teach your daughters wailing, man. You know what I mean? Because, hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah?
So for death is come up into our windows.
That's what's happening, man. Death is coming up in your windows, man. Yeah? The time when a lot of people gonna die is coming up shortly, man. You know? For all different reasons, yeah, people gonna die because, you know, lack of bread. Yeah? Starvation, a lot of people gonna starve to death, man. Your kids gonna starve to death. You know what I mean? Some people gonna die violently. In the rush because, you know, people are being very desperate out here, man. You know what I mean? So that is the time that is coming, man, and there's nothing going on to try to stop that from happening, man. No, we have wars brewing. We have wars and rumors of war. We have a major war coming, man. You know, the other day you see them see a submarine off the coast of Jamaica. A lot of people think it, you know, it was about intimidating Jamaica, man. Look, man, Esau is not about trying to intimidate no small fry, man. You don't need a submarine to intimidate Jamaica, man.
It's alleged that China have military base.
China and Russian military activities taking place right now in the Caribbean, man. Now China is trying to upgrade the Russian military base over there in Cuba. You know what I mean? So a lot of military posturing, that's what they want to call it, will take place, man. You know what I mean? You know, war is about to kick off in Africa about against other nations, US puppets. You know, proxy by the way, we have proxy war because, you know, Russia gonna support the other side. You can see the narrative in building. You know, they keep saying that them states that do the coup. You know, basically, you know, Russia is behind it. You know, the Western media, you know. But hey, it's going into the scriptures because the scriptures speak about Gog is going to be a guard unto these nations, man.
You can say Russia officially controls some of these nations. Because them right off $23 billion worth of debt.
Gone and now 50 how much in thing there, a ton of grain.
Gone.
You know.
So Russia actually control these most of these nations in Africa, man.
Gone.
Just finish this.
You know? Finish that.
So for death is come up into our windows,
Gone.
and is entered into our palaces,
Gone.
to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets.
Gone.
Gone.
You know, America is edging on a depression, recession to depression type thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people now can't afford the housing. Them can't afford having a house. We see a video since week with a female basically. She buy I would say a condo. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. She bought it and she can't even buy grocery. You know, so she think about to sell it back. You know what I mean? And she says like, you know, it was like our dream get fucked, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let me say a girl this morning, I say, yo, the American dream, you know, is actually was a scam. You know? The whole thing that America was a scam. You know, so people start realize that, look, man, you know, the whole thing get knocked. You know, we see the denigration of of America right now. You have this, you have the transphobia, yeah, of the rest of the world. You know, that's what they call it when everybody, you know, in fear of the foolishness that America try to push upon them. You know what I mean? Everybody basically now seeing America for what it is, a filthy placement, you know. They're trying to push them homosexuality and transgenderism and everybody else. You know, I know everybody is speaking about America and our filth. You know what I mean? So we see America moral decay taking place. You know, we see the dollar decay taking place, and it's military decay taking place, because there's argument about the US military that they basically become a woke military. You know, even the Russians basically mocking the US military, say it's a woke military. You know what I mean? They don't shout at men anymore, you know, because you know certain sensitive, certain men are sensitive to certain type of aggression, so they might try to root that out of the US military now. You're not gonna deal no man in a rough way again. You know, these are men that's supposed to go to war. You know, them go the standard for the process to join the military. Them basically lowering the standards, man. You know what I mean?
You know, say England, so them have take people with autism.
Yeah.
You know them England. So people with autism can join the
army. No, yeah, transgender. You got transgender soldiers. You know, it's a big joke. So America is a big joke now. So we know that, you know, man, the Lord is making well on his promise to destroy Babylon. And that's what we're seeing now. We see the destruction of Babylon. You know, so many things going on, because the BRICS money, come on, $55 US, one BRICS dollar. You know, how much? $55 US for one BRICS dollar.
And as you have mentioned, say the scripture said the Lord will raise up the kings of the Medes, because his device is against Babylon to destroy it. Okay. And not just by the missiles, you know. Yeah. By everything we see going on, all the policies we see take place now, with things that are going on in Africa and all them things there. And we see Russia, the BRICS, everybody aligned to the BRICS. That's a part of the device we bring down Babylon.
God. Jeremiah 52 verse 11 says, "May by the arrows gather the shields. The Lord and raise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple."
Hey, a lot of people been saying that Russia is gone deep. You know, when they go the way they are now, it doesn't matter. They say it's ideological subversion. Like America turn the path where it basically reach right now. Everybody looking at that as a laughing stock. You know what I mean? When I say, yo, remember the KGB agent that they talk about ideological subversion? Them said basically America was the victim of that. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's the Lord's doing, man. The Lord destroyed, you know, Egypt in every work thereof. You know what I mean? Egypt error in every work thereof, man. So you see the great error. You know what I mean? And nobody is with them with this faggotry, man. You know, maybe Jamaica that try, you know, in some way try to sneak it in. But the people's not with it out here, man. Them transgender madness, man. Yeah, the world is turning away from all the things that America is doing. Yeah? So you know when they might come out striking, man. That's the language of them know. The force, the language of force. And that's how we know they were going to a third world war, man. Because, you know, Babylon don't gonna know how to bully people into whatsoever they're gonna do, man, and that's what they're gonna do. You know? But hey, you have nations are gonna take their stand, man. They must say them strong. Right now they are saying they are strong. You know, you Niger sending, you know, all type of tough talk, you know. But the next place them again, but can't even pronounce another African place there. With them soldiers for them photo. All them basically making some tough talk. You know? We're going to spend the money upon what woman the name?
Videos
This weight loss, bro. Go on.
Ezekiel 38 and verse 1 say, And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog,
Gone.
the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, because Russia wasn't this active before. You know, ever since the Cold War, Russia foreign policy, you know, the type of foreign policy them have never did present, you know. So Russia be out there right now, you know, sending them military all about. And one of the excuses them use to bring the military all about is military contract soldiers, man, like Wagner. You know, because Wagner presence in Africa, you know what I mean? It's on a level where they can actually fight and invade an army. You know what I mean? So they're basically careful in what they're doing over there in Africa, leads them end up in a physical conflict with Russian contract soldiers. Not contract soldiers, private military, I should say. Because contract soldiers are regular Russian army, yeah. You go on?
They call it militias. No militias. Mercenaries. Mercenaries.
Them say Wagner is a mercenary group.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 38 and 4 again say, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor,
Gone.
even a great company with bucklers and shields,
Gone.
all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them,
Gone.
all of them.
Which all these African nations, man, you see, Russia is gonna come together with all these nations, man. And we see that happening before your eyes. These are prophecies coming to pass, man. I mean, some final prophecies too. Because when all this happen, what do you think gonna happen next, man? It's gonna be a major war, man. It is a world war. You know, so you see people basically picking side that they're gonna be on. You know, for this world war, man. You know, so you have some of the skirmishes that take place, you know, and then they culminate into a major war. Yeah? Because hey, Nigeria and them preparing to attack Niger. You know what I mean? It's not gonna turn out well. When I have conflict in Africa, it's another pretty conflict. I mean, then a lot of civilians get put to death in those wars, man.
And then you have
Yeah?
Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
So them are going to defend Niger.
Yeah, Burkina Faso and the next one, them
Mali and some
Mali.
Other, and some other theaters said, yo, we are different Niger, you know.
Yeah,
So
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north waters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah, and that's the prophecy, man. Right in front of your eyes. Show you where we're at right now. Hey, man, if you're at this point, seeing all this going on in society, man, instead of any form of hope in your thought in society, man, you're crazy. If you're not searching for a way to escape the things them that is basically coming up on the earth right now, you're crazy, man. And if you think things gonna turn out right, you don't have any sense. You don't have a brains, man. Imagine, just look at what America is doing, man. You think America have a future with what they are trying to do, man? These niggas wanna try to destroy every type of moral standing, man. And you feel like that have so much good to go? Like seriously? You know what I mean? Even things that are happening socially now on the ground, you know what I mean, among regular people. You think that the trajectory where things is going, you know what I mean? You think it is sustainable. If you in your mind feel like what's going on is sustainable, man, you're crazy. There's a gender war taking place now between even the Negro man and the Negro woman, man. You know what I mean?
You have race war booming.
And that gender war is getting worse and worse and worse, man. You know what I mean? You have the manosphere, you know, you have the passport bros, you know, you have women doing for them passport things stuff. Be out here in Jamaica getting themselves rubbed down with this, you know, and rough and something.
Yeah.
With clay.
Massage.
You know what I mean? So there's a big divide going on, man. You have the feminist ideologies, you know, with them women with them feminist ideologies, man. You know what I mean?
Move the mention what they talk.
Broken homes, you know what I mean? Single mothers, you know, you them grow up
Barbie,
You know,
the Barbie movie.
with destructive nature, man. I mean, you tell them, the future there for them, man.
The girl want to be a Barbie girl.
You know what I mean?
Why would I agree with the lesson?
Yeah.
That's one girl that's
Everything that is wrong, everything we don't have any form of sustainability to hit is taking place right now, man. And if you feel like this is of long to go, boy, something wrong with you.
Yeah, look on the,
Something wrong with you. Seriously.
Yeah, the thing with Jake around with now.
Yeah.
The cheer.
Yeah.
And the cheer Jake around
Cheer
with now.
meme.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
White
cheer, the white full cheer.
Rose.
Someone walk with a white full chair upon him hip like a one gun.
Yeah. You have a man put one on tree about a worship, a kneel down to worship it.
Jake Vane, man.
Jake a carve in them
See?
back.
I say what them used them
That's
the
what them
meme, the idea of World War III. No, you have people taking that what's up and down that brawl seriously. You have Edomites who take that brawl seriously, man. I would like to kill some niggers, man. While you thinking about a cheer meme and do all type of thing, you know what I mean? Where we fun about the situation, you have Edomites who sitting and looking at it who don't find it funny. You know what I mean? Because it was a racial issue that took place there, and you have people who acknowledge and know that. Some you could like to play it off like, oh,
It's
you
not
know,
racial.
it's not really. Look, man, a bunch of white people attack a black man, and a bunch of black men attack some white people, man. Yeah, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, you know, the Lord set up race war to happen on the planet, man. You know what I mean? And there's nothing where a nigga can do to stop it.
Can't. Hey,
Yeah?
when they take it.
If the girl with the on the video from Info that when they go to the Israelites and that bring out the scripture, either into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah.
And she can get upset up.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get guns.
Yeah.
So he saw see this video now. What do you think they want to pray? I think they want to think about. You know? Basically, you know, come at jail.
When shit go down,
Yeah.
you're gonna gun your niggas down, man.
Hey, and with that incident take place with the boat thing, I one of the most racist places in America too, in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I one place where I in a racism, man.
Yeah. Yeah, when the Edomites bring out the AR-15, man.
Yeah.
When they bring out the AR-15, we're gonna see what you're gonna do to the white chair then.
Is them con shield.
Yeah? See if a white chair can stop bullets, man. You take things for a joke. Yeah? The Lord is not joking, man. Yeah? The spirit of the situation comes directly from an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The video with the brother do.
The Lord stirred that spirit up.
Brother go
You
far.
see the video with the brother do where this Jake say yo, them neighbor, whenever talk to him, them use to throw a word at each other.
Yeah.
And basically from the boatyard brawl, the neighbor come and say, yo, brother, basically, I have to come and say, here because me see oh, we stand up for each other at the
Yeah.
boatyard, we shouldn't be living like this.
Okay.
You know, we should be living together and fuck these crackers up basically,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Got the spirit, man.
Yeah, the Lord is
Who
stirring up
shall
a race
rouse
war,
him
man.
up? That's
Yeah.
Genesis 49, Judah is alliance. What?
Jim.
Who shall rouse him up?
Genesis 49 and verse 9 says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He's-
Have a look at what? My 16-year-old?
Oh,
You know the swim cross, eh?
Yeah.
They might hear him as a hero. You think some Edomites are still start watching and saying, eh?
Like him want to go to the Olympics now. You go see.
And you best believe that Edomites are trying to look up in social security number
Yeah.
and all these things.
Yeah, hail him as a hero.
You see him punch out the Edomite face and make it black and blue?
Yeah.
He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, as an whole lion.
That spirit that Jake come with there is like a lion's type of spirit, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? A young lion type of spirit. You don't know if you really use it yet and it yet, but
Yeah.
you know, it'll come to a point where you can tear them to pieces, man.
Who shall rose him up?
Heavenly Father,
And look,
I
man,
wash him off shy.
what's going to go down in Africa there? A lot of them people who are going to partake in what's going on in Africa are Jakes, man.
Can't.
You know, because watch this now. Nigerians,
A lot of jakes there.
vast majority of Nigerians are Jake.
No, even Niger.
Niger and
Mali,
Mali,
Burkina
Timbuktu.
Faso.
yeah,
all of
the
them.
majority of these are Jake.
What them say, Niger share border with 8 different countries.
Yeah.
In Africa.
So these are Jakes gonna go at it, man.
Benin are one of them. Yeah, Benin. Yes.
But you see, so Esau's trying to use his head, man.
Let me send them one video where you have, I forgot which African leader saying that basically to go, like they're saying to go to Europe,
Uganda.
Uganda,
But they must have them put sanction upon them.
like you say to go to Europe is hard basically.
Oh,
And then we say, but the Europeans can come here.
yeah.
It's just like it's a walk in the park to come here.
Yeah.
And for us to do business with each other is like fighting against crocodile teeth.
Right.
So and basically he's saying that because the enemy, that is the exact word.
Yeah,
the enemy,
they be using the right term now.
exactly, the enemy set us against each other. Basically, where we can't even trade amongst each other to get better because the enemy turn us against each other, where we don't have the right of passage to each other.
Right.
But the enemy can come here as he feel likes easily,
and take
and we
away
can't go there.
Yeah.
That's the argument that I
That's
say now.
the big man we have for military man. Them that.
I say that. This is one video. I send it to you.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Who's
I
that
send it
brother
to you.
there? African
Some African leader,
leaders.
me
Only for
remember.
African
Yeah.
leaders. That the
You must say that. That's like a summit. Yeah.
Yeah, man, see for that.
Yeah.
So they must wake up, you know, and that goes back to the prophecy. The Lord gathering the nations,
Right.
you know, to come against Babylon, you know.
Right.
No, we over the years we hear people making statements that NATO cannot fall,
Right.
or America cannot fall, but now you're witnessing the downfall of these empires that once were, what should I say, were the talk of the town, where nations, where smaller nations that do businesses or smaller countries that do businesses with them are now turning their backs against them, which goes back to prophecies which is necessary for these times. You know what we have there?
This Jeremiah 50 and verse 9 says, For lo, I'll rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country,
Right.
and they shall set themselves in array.
And we know that even the other day in Niger, where the whole coup took place, we know that Russia was basically a major part of that, even though you see Putin come out and say, oh, we don't believe in, because remember they're the devil as well. We don't believe in any military uprising against any country. But the people was there holding up the Russian flag, showing that they're pledging their allegiance to Russia because they're getting better deals with Russia. You know? So in other words, you know, yes, brother, respect. So in other words, these countries that were under the what should I say, the yoke of Babylon the Great are the West. They are now seeing a different loophole, which is another trap, really. But it has been brought to them as freedom or more sovereignty. And they're running to it, further exposing Babylon, further weakening Babylon, which is America, and the West, because even among these European nations, they're divided, man. You know? They are not singing the same song, which go back to the prophecy. I should say, a kingdom divided by itself shall not stand. You can get that as well. Where you have Akia? Go ahead.
Away against her, from hence she shall be taken, the arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
Yep. And guess Russia? Russia have some of the best arrows them. Have the best arrows them in the world. The West would like to deny those things. But Russia have the best arrows
Given to them by the Lord.
The Lord bless them with that.
Shine.
You know what I mean?
For their downfall. In Ezekiel 28,
Yep. Go on.
in Ezekiel 28, it speaks about from the midst of them, a fire not blown.
Go on.
They shall consume them, because they are all Edomites.
Go on.
And Russia, you know, the defeat is going to be the empire that's going to be bring them down.
Yep.
Bring down all Edomite supremacy in general. You understand?
Right.
And we are witnessing the beginning stages of that right now. Go ahead.
This is Mark 3 and verse 24 said, and if a kingdom be divided against itself,
Fine.
that kingdom cannot stand. And if an house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against Satan
Fine.
and be divided, he cannot stand.
That's what we see
But
now.
at an end.
That's
So-
what we see now.
So if you're losing faith, you don't know the scriptures, man.
Right.
In reality, because now you see Satan truly
I raise against Satan.
divide against Satan right now. So now you should know that based off the prophecies written in the scriptures that this is the time where this empire is falling. Now you're witnessing more, even females doing TikTok, Instagram, YouTube videos saying things not looking good.
That what that we were just talking about.
You know?
A while ago, man.
Things that everything is not as it used to be.
Yeah.
Especially from the Big C 2020 event. It's like everything is just spiraling down.
Gone.
And you
getting
have
worse,
people
man.
feeling the effects. I see a video the other day, this so-called Jamaican lady saying that she's just learning that the population on the streets in America that is homeless is not people of unsound mind.
Yeah.
It's people that are poverty stricken. And she's saying that, but when she's in Jamaica, most people that is on the street,
And so on.
they are of unsound mind. But the people that are poverty stricken, actually, most of them have a roof or shelter over their head
Or
But
little
in a-
cottage or something.
or something. But in America, you have people that is just with degrees, that's our exact argument. You have
Yeah.
people with degrees
On the streets.
on the streets.
Can't
That's
pay,
a-
can't afford rent.
Exactly, that's a failed society, man.
Gone.
A lot of people have a food bank.
Exactly.
A lot of them have them big good jobs.
Exactly.
And a food bank them have to live off of.
Gone.
See, that is a failed third world society.
Yeah.
That's a failed third world society.
Biggest third world country in the world.
Exactly. And then you have Sleepy Joe in power. He's sending all the money that's necessary for military aid in where? Ukraine. For the benefit of them and the elites. But they don't give a shit about the common man that's living on what's the drug name again? That you have
And they met.
what name again? The drug that have them lean up like zombies on the streets.
Man.
You have your auntie husband the other day agrees with me that he himself have to take 2 female off the crack and those things and have them working with him. And everybody thought that he was on crack as well. But he told himself that he have to take those 2 women off the crack. And seeing them, you think that they're nice women, but they was on crack. suffering living on the streets. Yeah? You tell me now if that's the American dream. Where you have the white picket fence and the pie on the window with the nice savoring
family, you know?
smell going over to your neighbor and your neighbor come, hi, howdy neighbor. You know?
Backyard barbecue and all that.
But you know, that's not the reality. The reality is like places like in San Francisco, you see shit on the streets.
Yeah.
Needles, you're walking over them. In Philadelphia, in Philly,
Well, New
yeah,
York,
New York,
You
people
can't-
shitting in the open streets, man.
you can get your crack pipe
Exactly.
at the machine.
The machine, exactly. You tell me if that's
And
freedom.
madman fees is not upon the street in Jamaica.
This is death, man.
I have people who come from Jamaica to America. They not come back to Jamaica because they must suffer. They really gonna live up
Now
there.
come back to Jamaica because them pride.
That is it.
Got them pride.
Like somebody me know.
I can look upon them like they don't come, they come out of nothing, they can come back
Hey.
here without nothing.
Like me know somebody personally right now, a family member, that basically, that's somebody, a family member, when basically he work and budget out his money, he has nothing left. Like literally, when he work for the month, he has nothing left. And his brother said to him that, look, brother, come home and let us plant a farm. You'll be better off. But he can't do it. You know why he can't do it?
Right.
Right. He has too much to show. Too much people used to look up at his statue here. So going into the States, it is said that he should be better.
Yeah.
But he's actually living worse.
So I come back and drive a big car and
Yeah.
make a big house.
Cannot do it.
Yeah.
Isaiah 24 verse 10 said the city of confusion is broken.
Yeah,
down.
it's scripture perfect, man, describing America, man. This is what the city of what? Confusion, Joe. You know what I mean? Where, you know, they want to force adults to accept their kids being transgender, man. You know, Nia, you have a situation with Nia recently. Yeah? That basically he spoke out against, you know, little kids making them type of decision, man. You know what I mean? Nia spoke out against that, and there's a backlash. Now come with it, man. You know? And basically him saying now, come off of what him say. But you don't know when the gutter rats them really, you know, make them move. We don't know what will come next. So we always see if a man can take a stand without the Lord.
We'll see him
Yeah.
on dress.
Yeah, yeah, we don't know. We don't know. You know, the gutter rats them can pull many strings, man. You know? That's how it is. But so far we're gonna go, man. Yeah?
Probably I want to use it again.
Continue.
The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Go on.
There is a cry for wine in the streets.
Right, because look, man, just like what happened in 2007, 2008, when you have a subprime mortgage thing, and a lot of people basically lose their homes. You know what I mean? This time around, you know, it's gonna be astronomical. You know what I mean? This time around, when a lot of people gonna lose homes, businesses, you know what I mean? A matter of fact, major businesses closing, locking down certain popular businesses from way back in the States, basically shutting down. You know? A lot of them shutting down, man. So we're gonna think gonna happen to some smaller businesses, man. They're gonna get the squeeze more than everybody else. Yeah? Let's look at what's coming, man. It's coming, slowly but surely. Wanna?
Even as pilgrim upon the earth.
Yeah.
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Right.
In the street is left desolation,
Gone.
and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Gone. You know? So the mirth is gone, man. Yeah, and one of the things we basically bring about a lot of mirth now. You know what I mean? Social media mirth now, you know.
Gone.
Yeah, man, the murder upon Instagram now and
But honestly, the murder move from Instagram.
Yeah.
Because me hear only for people complain say, yo, when them go up on Instagram, all of them feed things will take place in that area.
yeah.
So them a go up on Instagram and all them a see are the wickedness and the wars and all
Killing
of them.
and only for killing and
Yeah,
murder.
yeah. The algorithm that is forcing you to see everything that's going on. The Lord is doing that, you know.
Yeah, time for-
Yeah?
time
Even
for terror, man.
social
Yeah, time for
If you
join now,
scroll,
time
just
for
scroll
join
by
now.
any social media now, something about the WEF or something.
Right.
You know? Whereas if you ever did watch one before,
One,
you just
I
wanna
like
watch
it.
one, you know.
I like
Algorithm show you everything concerning that,
Yeah.
especially TikTok, brother. Algorithm show you everything pertaining to them subject there. Yeah, man, the Lord doing it that way. Yeah, that's no man can be with an excuse, I should say.
Gone. And when you check it out, it's good for like men of the Lord.
Gone.
Because it keep you occupied in prophecies, man. Yeah.
So many things to talk about, man. Hey, MOTV. You have a comment video going about now, and a lot of people behind the comment board say, yep, this is the mark of the beast, man. You have a shot with that thing, Clayton for redacted. You have a shot. You know, you're saying that with the former WF member there,
Yeah.
basically saying that the main intent that the WF have is to basically give you a chip, a CBDC chip, man. That video is very popular, you know. So a lot of people be seeing that. The Lord make sure so a lot of people see that video, man.
I know.
Yeah?
And the funniest thing that I don't the same video, but I think he refer to the scripture too.
Yeah, refer to
Yeah.
the precept also.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you know, the MOTB is determined. Now that these men coming out raw, telling you. So first we have men like Aaron Russo, you know, telling you that, you know, the ultimate goal is to give the whole world a chip. And now the former WFEF member telling you that ultimately they want to give you a chip as small as a rice grain. Yeah?
But I think
And I've been
large
saying it,
chips.
man. You see, a lot of people always talking about, oh, why them need to chip you when the technology can go better than that. You know what I mean? When you have AI systems now, you know,
Facial recognition. and
can
palm
read
screens.
brain waves, man, and
Yeah.
know what you dream about and know what you're thinking about. You see them AI
Yeah.
something there, brother. I basically I study brainwave patterns now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing getting crazy out with the AI shit, man.
And
Getting
scripture-
crazy.
when scripture say, this man say I'm gonna be like the Most High.
Son.
And that show him say, boy, him know your dreams.
Hey, and not
No.
even know it, not even know your dreams, because same way like how them can read brainwaves,
Can.
Yeah.
them can program brainwaves.
Can.
Right? So them tell you what to think and what not to think.
Can.
You see me? Same like how the scripture tell us how the Most High seal instructions, yo.
Yeah.
Right? At that level the Esau want them.
Yeah, he saw
It's
the
right.
seal instruction in your head, man. That's
Yes,
what
I
he
do.
wants to
Say,
do.
go and kill that. Go and kill that nigga. Go and
But
kill
as I said
that
before,
motherfucker.
the sea to the hip, you know, Esau just going to do that to fulfill the prophecies, man. Like this is his mission, man. Just to fulfill the word. That's
Yeah.
what the reason why he's going to do it. Yeah? The very fact that everybody is saying it is the mark of the beast, he's going to put it to the test with it, man. Yeah? That's what he's determined to do. Regardless of what technology exists out there that could do the same or better, he's going to do that. Because that is what the prophecies requirement. Yeah? You just can't do otherwise from do that. You know? That's what the Lord wants him to do. And that's what he's going to do. Yeah? Get a chip in your hand. Fulfill them prophecies, man. That's what it's all about, the prophecies. That's all about.
If you not
It's all about.
no hand, you get it in your head.
Yeah.
You can't use the brain and just to think.
Yeah, the
Move
head,
into the brain.
head meal is for the rich.
Yeah.
The rich, you know? Rich man. Rich even the mark in their forehead.
Yeah.
Mainly, Instead of spending the money on a regular jail,
peons,
man. You know, we're going to put to death eventually. You know?
Yeah.
Stick at,
Yeah, yes, yes.
2 Corinthians 9 and verse 5 say, for like as all that is made in the world at a beginning and an end, and
Right.
the end is manifest.
Done.
Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works,
Right.
and ending in effects and signs.
And that's what we see now. We see those effects and signs, and regular people out here seeing it. They're seeing it and not knowing what the hell to do. You know, a female this morning, basically, she saw like she would commit suicide. Man.
It's just time for her head because she can't take it no more.
So she can't take it now. Brother, you read the comment board?
You may look at
Everybody.
Everybody,
Yeah.
same sentiment. Yeah? So you must know, you know what I mean? What time it is, man. And it's crazy to think if people be out here, it's crazy to think that this thing basically, you know, going on a normal path and there's a long future ahead of us, man. You're really crazy, man. Seeing things like these things, man. Crazy. Should be searching, as we say, should be searching for ways to escape these things, man. You know? Yeah, and you stumble in the truth, man. If you really search. Yeah, because the truth is the only way you're going to escape.
Wisdom and
It's
knowledge
word,
shall
man.
be wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
The deliverance they're going to get from these things is through Yahweh Shai, man. You have to receive
Some people,
Yahweh
yeah.
Shai. You know what I mean? When him knock,
Strength and salvation, as
Yeah.
I said.
just receive him that way. And when him come physically, you know that you're in a good state. Yeah, man.
And this Isaiah 23 and verse 6 said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times,
Right.
and strength of salvation.
Right, as I said before, people out here been getting confused already. Yeah? Getting very much confused. When the scripture say, yo, wisdom and knowledge shall be what? Stability of thy times.
Yes.
Yeah?
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. That's our treasure, man. That's our deliverance, man. Fear of the Lord. Yeah? Voilà.
And this is Psalms 124 and verse 1 says, if you had not been the Lord who was on our side,
Right.
no may Israel say, if you had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us.
Right, because right now you see, when America rose up against certain man have to friend Russia hard.
God.
It was always that way. It's either one or the other. Yeah, but Jake, you have people over there in Africa saying that this is freedom. No? One master to the next is not freedom.
Emancipation.
Yeah?
You might get emancipated.
Yeah, you know? Because hey, there's no other savior, man, because you can't rise up in this man's kingdom because we don't have the power to do so. Our people don't have that power, man. So they know that if them rise up, they must seek one with power
God.
to help them in case the one when they rise up against make a move on them. Yeah? And that's why you see Burkina Faso and
Burkina Faso.
Niger and all of them,
Mali,
you know,
the rest of them.
leaning towards Russia and some other countries too across
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia and all
Libya.
them. We're walking on them place, dwelling on them places. That's the reason why, you know, them leaning to Russia, because they know that them can't rise up off of them own and say we're coming up against France off our own, we're coming against the United States off our own, they will get, they will not get powder out. You know what I mean? They will not get smashed, man. So I'm going to quickly declare that, look, this is who we're going with. But we stay with the Lord, man.
Yeah, man. A one winner there. At the
Yeah,
end of the day, a one winner.
He's the ultimate winner. Ultimate savior. Russia is not our savior, man.
All of them.
Russia gonna get it. Just like how America is gonna get it. Russia's gonna get it also, man.
All them are work for Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, man.
Come on.
The scripture says the Lord is the one that muster the host of the battle.
Come on.
Yeah? The Lord call the shots, man.
If verse 2 again says, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us up quickly
Come on.
when their wrath was kindled against us.
Come on.
Then the waters have overwhelmed us, the stream has gone over our soul.
Come on.
Then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
Come on.
Blessed be the Lord who had not given us
For a prey.
as a prey
Come on.
to their teeth. Our
Right.
soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth.
Our help is in what? The name of the Lord.
The name of the Lord.
Now remember that, man. Yahweh Bashem Yoshai.
Come on.
You know? Just say the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Right.
Right, just run it onto it and it's safe. There's nowhere safe place, no nowhere safe place. The only fortress we have is Yahweh Bashem Yoshai.
Come on.
All the man who come with Jesus the Christ or whatever them want.
Let's see how much it works.
Yeah. Them Yeshua and them
Let's see how much it
Yahweh
works.
and whatever, man.
Let's see how much it works in that day. You know? What?
This is Revelation 12 and verse 12 say, Therefore rejoice ye heavens and he that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Alright. You know, we're coming out now talking about UFOs. You know? You have all different story out there. You know?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Some man say there are certain companies that, you know, they're creating these crafts some way back in the
Yeah?
60s and 70s. You know what I mean? So what people seeing are things that basically were made by men.
Hmm.
You know? As if to debunk that the chariots are coming here, man. Yeah?
You hear about,
Keep believing that shit, and you have people out there believing that.
you hear about
Keep believing the devil,
Done.
talking about these are man-made craftsmen. Hey, because the devil want to stir up any form of narrative that will get people to fight.
You hear about
Yeah.
the Peruvian
Yeah.
village where them say some 7-footer man
Right.
looking in a metal suit and have them have something like some flying thing on them shoes, some red light, but emit red light, or make them a float in the air.
Yeah.
And a float back a tree and the back a tree. Like some predator they look and make them can't disappear and when the villager then shoot them can't dead them then
Yeah,
shot the boom off
pure
and like them
madness.
bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, you watch Redacted, man. Watch Redacted. Them I tell about the and this brother them I interview upon it, man. And I tell them he living at the village down in Peru one at the time, and them have one name where them some people and they call them face stealers.
Yes.
Yes, some creature they call face stealers and all of that.
Because
See?
the more use it as a legend.
Yes. And them said the miners them used to dress certain way, become scared of people, but then can't go mine.
Right.
See? But Esau use film thing now and like you want to put the narrative in the people's head.
Yeah.
You say, boy, aliens are there, we are facing an invasion for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You see it?
Well, this is gonna be actual invasion.
Hey, scripture actually tell you, man, that they were afraid but durst fight.
Come on.
Because guess what? The narrative swing in them head.
That them can fight
them
and
can
win.
fight and win, man. Already. Yeah.
And this is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 1 say, And it came to pass after 7 days, I dream a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man walked strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things tremble that were seen under him.
Right, so the Lord is good. Yeah, man, look, man, a lot of people gonna lose it, man, when time the Lord basically make it in. Got it, man. Yeah? A lot of people gonna bug their low. You know?
Can.
Yeah. Trembling, man. And then you have them going up to go fight the Lord, man. Scared shitless, man. Yeah? The Lord gonna blast them to powder, man. Yeah?
And after this I beheld, and
I'll
lo,
do them to smithereens, that's what I'm calling it. Smithereens.
Filthy human.
after this I beheld, and lo,
Like a bug.
there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number of the four wings of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Can.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
Gone. Yeah? A very large craft, man. Yeah, go on.
But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill is graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet
There is
there was fight.
Can.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks as tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest,
Right.
and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of a innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine that, man.
Yeah, the prophet afraid,
A
man.
terrible sight. Even the prophet was afraid. Yeah? So mighty and powerful the Lord is, man. Yeah? Hey, this is some thundering type nights I make up in the sky and Mexican people run up and down. Is that there?
No.
Some nights in the sky and people panicking and run up and down. Yeah? Hey, whenever time people see anything, witness anything strange, them lose it.
Can.
You know? Panic and, you know, but hey, that's going to be a strange sight. You know, never seen before. Yeah?
Right, man.
Revelation 19 and verse 19 says, and I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
Right.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him,
Right.
and which he deceived them that had received the charagma of the beast, and them that worship the image, his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire,
Yeah, man.
burning with brimstone.
Hey, that's like what you Christians think, man. It's talking about the thermonuclear destruction. That's what they're talking about.
Can.
Yeah? They're all going to be burned with this third World War that's coming. Man. The bombs going to be falling upon them. Yeah? Huh? That's what the lake of fire is, man.
Malachi 4 and verse 1 said, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly
Shall be
stubble.
Gone.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts,
Gone.
that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Gone. What do you think? These missiles were made in vain, man?
I love you.
You know what I mean? The Lord give them the knowledge and understand to produce this weapon, only to have them stand in a museum sometime in the future. You're crazy, man. They're gonna be used, man.
Think
They're
again.
gonna be used, man.
Check again.
You know, nothing get done on the earth that it was vain for a vain purpose, man. Nothing at all, man.
And that's him create
It exists. It exists in its capacity to fulfill a specific role, man. That's why they were created, man. Yeah?
Last them create the smith.
Yeah. That blowing coals
An
in the fire.
instrument.
Create an instrument for his work.
Yeah? And then create the waster. The things they create
You know
the
what I
waster for.
So just prepare against the day when these things gonna happen, man.
Hey, them-
When they're gonna use these missiles, but they're gonna be used, man.
Hey, what you think? What you think?
Mutual, them say what? It's mutual assured destruction.
Hey, what you think that the most I put in that them spirit to bring out the Oppenheimer movie now?
God.
At this point in time. Eh? What do you think the Oppenheimer movie is out for? Show your people that real shit is coming, man.
Right.
I'm not sure you said him create the Smith for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Isaiah. Isaiah 54 and verse 60. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
Alright.
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Right.
And this is
Done.
Ezekiel 24 and verse 10. Right? Read. Heap on wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, and spice it well, and let the bones be burned.
Can.
Yeah.
Yep. Scripture tell that the flesh gonna melt off them body, man. You know, and tongue be consuming
Yeah, wolf.
in the mouth and the eyes and the holes of them head, man. Yeah.
Zechariah,
Instantly burned to death. That's what's gonna happen when these bombs start to fall,
You
man.
get incinerated.
Yep.
Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand up on their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes,
Tongue?
and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right. Yeah, and this war is brewing, that's gonna be the end result, man. You know? Anything else to say? Because
Yeah.
so when we say Kalalal, how about Shemi was shy? Bashim Rakakodash, about honors to the apostles and elders of Graham and Stone. Shalom to all the brothers and all they keep pushing this truth in sincerity and honesty. Shalom.
Shalom.